It's just an ordinary hot dog, yet in a way it's a very extraordinary hot dog. You see, Jan cooked it entirely on this solar oven using solar energy, sunlight. Jan's brother Alex made the oven after he and Jan learned that the world may run short of energy within their lifetimes. Jan and Alex know that it's energy that powers machines, makes lights burn, enables us to live comfortably. Oh, it isn't that we're running low on all kinds of energy. It's just that we're running low on the familiar, cheap kinds, like oil, natural gas, maybe even coal. There'll always be plenty of others. Solar energy, wind, perhaps atomic fusion, and some we've hardly thought of, like the sea. But these are hard to convert into usable forms. Facts are, we really don't yet know how to convert these forms efficiently, or even safely in some cases, into power, heat, light, or even electricity. Still more serious, there may not be enough cheap energy left to last till we learn to use the newer kinds. Even worse, people, we, are the biggest energy wasters. Why, we waste almost 1/4 of the energy we use. And to Alex, wasting energy is like turning a herd of energy-hungry monsters loose about the house to steal energy. So Alex and Jan decide to starve out these monsters by eliminating the places where energy is being wasted. Together, they work out a set of energy-saving goals. Jan and Alex go into the house and begin working toward the first goal, finding the places where air may be leaking into or out of the house. The doors are tightly weather-stripped. A crack only 1/8 of an inch wide around the door can let in as much winter cold or summer heat as an open hole the size of this pane of glass. Jan uses a sheet of thin plastic on a stick to see whether air is moving through any openings in the walls. If it is, the plastic moves slightly. Alex makes sure the fireplace damper is closed when the fireplace isn't in use. No sense sealing air leaks while letting comfortable inside air escape up the chimney. But an airtight house doesn't always mean a heat-tight house, because summer or winter, heat seeps through everything: glass, wood, plastic, cloth, metal. But you can slow the seepage of heat by using insulating materials, like in a coat. And insulation means slowing down the movement of heat through walls and windows year-round. Alex inspects the attic. Like the walls and floor, the ceiling and air ducts are well insulated, which can save up to 30% in energy loss. Meanwhile, Jan has a look at the windows. Unfortunately, they're not double-paned insulating windows. Come winter, she and her mother will tape clear plastic sheets over them. The trapped air will act like insulation, saving up to 15% in energy. The windows remind Jan of another way to use solar energy. In winter, open the shades and let in all the sunshine possible. It'll warm the room like a greenhouse. In summer and on cloudy winter days, close the drapes and shades because they're good insulators. Making life easier for the furnace and air conditioner is another part of energy saving. Clean filters allow heated or cooled air to rush to the rooms before it has time to change temperature. Still more energy can be saved by setting the air conditioner at 78 degrees in summer and the heater at 68 degrees in winter. Jan's and Alec's third goal is to reduce the use of hot water. And what better place to start than with the water heater itself? This insulating blanket alone can save up to 20% in water heating costs. Alex inspects the thermostat. If their dishes were done by hand, he'd set it at 120 degrees or low. But since the family uses a dishwasher, the temperature should be set at 140 degrees or medium. Alex and Jan figure it doesn't make sense to save energy at the heating end unless you save hot water at the using end. A drip only this fast can waste up to 3 barrels of hot water a month. Jan's and Alec's family never turns on the hot water unless it's really needed. Each drop that leaves the faucet must be replaced by a cold drop and heated. They also save hot water by taking showers, because a quick shower will use 50% less hot water than a tub bath. Not so with dishwashing. Jan's mother says washing dishes under the faucet uses a lot more hot water than doing them in the sink. And speaking of washing dishes, how do you operate large appliances like a dishwasher more efficiently? Jan learned some ways from her mother. For one, save up the dishes until there's a comfortably full load. A dishwasher uses the same amount of energy no matter how much you put in it. After the dishes have washed, but before the drying cycle starts, open the door a crack and let the air dry the dishes. This alone cuts dishwashing costs in half. Same with the clothes washer and dryer. Only full loads with the machine set for the proper fabric. And just the right amount of detergent, too. An overload of suds is just as energy wasteful as an overload of clothes. The fifth goal is finding ways to use kitchen appliances more economically. And the kitchen is where Jan really shines. Like her mother, she uses the small portable appliances whenever possible, instead of the big energy users. She also keeps the appliances spotlessly clean. A little dirt or grease in the wrong places not only costs energy, but it can cause a dangerous fire. And Jan's just as careful about the electrical connections for similar reasons. When they use the big oven, Jan and her mother go on to cook a whole meal in it while it's still hot. Saves wasting energy to heat up other appliances. Speaking of planning ahead, Jan never opens the freezer or refrigerator door until she knows all the things she's going to need. Opening the door but once lets in a minimum of hot air. When it comes to cooking, Alex is no slouch either. He likes the fast, cool microwave oven because it's a good energy saver. No matter what you do around a house, you need plenty of light. And the bulbs and lampshades you have can save or waste energy. Just one of these 40-watt fluorescent tubes gives off more light than the 100-watt bulb and uses 60% less energy. Then, too, glass lampshades like these save energy by letting more light into the room, making additional lights unnecessary. Keeping the lampshades clean is equally important. If the light can't get through because of dirt, it's wasted. Nor does the family ever leave a room without turning off the TV, stereo, and the lights. Now, if there's one thing Alex and Jan like more than a dish of ice cream, it's another dish of hard, frozen ice cream. So that the ice cream is sure to stay frozen, Alex checks all the door seals often. If the door is closed on a dollar bill, and the bill is hard to pull out, Alex knows the seal is tight and that the cold inside air is not escaping. Also, he keeps the frost under 1/4 of an inch thick. Any thicker, and it becomes an insulator, preventing the freezer from freezing properly. These are not the only ways Jan and Alex plan to starve the energy monsters. They'll keep a sharp lookout for still more ways to make the house airtight. Keep heat from seeping through. Make life easier for the hot water heater and furnace. And learn more economical ways to cook and use the larger appliances. Same with the power tools. Keeping the cutting edges and motors in tip-top shape not only saves energy, but prevents accidents as well. Then there's the car. Keep its engine tuned and the chassis well serviced. And when you go to town, do several errands. It'll save both energy and money. Jan and Alex feel that if everyone works to conserve our present energy supplies, perhaps there'll be enough cheap energy to last until we learn to convert sunlight, wind, the atom, the sea, and other energy sources into usable energy efficiently and safely.